Welcome, college basketball fans, to the Full Court Press Podcast with LT and Sammy D. This is the podcast that brings you legendary stories from college basketball's golden era and dives in deep with a current analysis of today's game. Get ready for the most energetic and entertaining college basketball podcast around. Let's get it.
Sam, welcome back. Full Court Press, a college basketball coaches show back in the flesh, powered by the Full Court Network. LD here with my guy Sammy D. We got someone returning, which is always kind of comical. Like, why would they do it again? But it says something. Either they're bored, they want to talk to someone, or we've got good advice. I don't know, but don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. Follow us on all our Instagram, Twitter handles, and the Full Court Network. Join the Full Court Network. Subscribe to that on YouTube and what have you. So we have probably one of the hottest programs. It's funny because the people in Nebraska love them, especially the hardware stores and Target, because garbage sales are going through the roof right now.
Garbage can sales, yeah.
Garbage can sales, trash cans, whatever. We got our guy, Coach Chris Crutchfield from the University of Nebraska, Omaha, the Mavericks, back in the flesh. Welcome back, Coach.
Man, it's great to be back with you guys, man. You guys are famous.
We're trying.
Where are we famous, Coach?
My social media stock goes up every time I talk to you guys. So we can do it again tomorrow, too, if you want to.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Hey,
Sam, I got an idea. The Coach Crutchfield Show on the Full Court Network.
Yeah.
Coach Crutch deserves his own show, man. It's he's kind of been like a hidden name in the public, but well-recognized name in the coaching brotherhood for several years. And what you're doing this year with the Mavericks is really impressive. 18-2, 12-3 in conference. Share of the conference regular season title for sure. Yeah. Going for it all this Saturday against Oral Roberts. You know, like what's the tone in the locker room? What's the tone in Omaha, like on campus? Like how's it feel over there?
Well, it's been a really good vibe, man, lately, man. And people in the city are excited and they're talking about it, which is good because that's never been done before. Mm-hmm. And our guys are really, really excited. And they've worked hard. They've generated some attention. They've won some games. And we just couldn't be more excited about the opportunity that we have in front of us, man. To close this thing out on Saturday and win it outright against a really, really good Oral Roberts team. But no, I think just having older guys, veteran guys that have been around. We're down to rotating 8 guys right now, and they're all upperclassmen. So, and they're excited. They're hungry, man. They're hungry to win. And we just got a good group, and their chemistry is really, really good right now. We're getting back to Garden. We had a stretch there where we didn't play defense at all. We thought
must be. Do they not have internet service in Nebraska or something? Or
they got it. They got it.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that chemistry and that group. You know, I mean, you got Markel Sutton, who's having a career year for himself. You know, he's playing 974 minutes so far this season. Man, you're keeping him on the court, but he's putting up some numbers. You know, JJ White, Lance Waddles, Josh Street had a great game this last game. You know, talk a little bit about that chemistry and kind of who's stepping up as a leader and anybody surprising you this year.
To be honest with you, I think if people don't talk about Cam Thomas at all a lot, and Jayshawn Glover comes off the bench for us. I mean, he's kind of our rough, tough guy. Kind of he does it all. I mean, he's our junkyard dog, and he guards the best player. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He can pass it. And but obviously, Markel has elevated his game. He's elevated his play. He's elevated his motor. He's done so many things now that helps us. Now, I'm on his butt about defending. Believe it or not, the guy averaging 20 points, I'm yelling at him about defending because he can. So, but he's obviously been the best. Then JJ White, man, I'm telling you, he's just taken over the point guard position. He's ran the team. He's like another coach on the floor. And I couldn't be happy with his play. He's making the right decisions. He's putting the ball in the right place, and he's scoring the ball for us, shooting a great percentage from three. And man, this is what we thought could happen early on, guys. We got off to a bad start
Yeah,
in
I saw it. I
in
was
the
in Akron.
non-con,
I saw it.
and
Went to the
but
Akron
we
game.
knew we had talent. We knew we had all the right pieces. We just couldn't put it together early on. But and somebody told me this the other day: you want to be good late, not good
Yeah,
early.
yeah,
And they're starting to play good now, and hopefully we can continue to do it on into March.
yeah. And it's interesting because we talked a little bit before the Akron game. I was there in the flesh, and
Hmm.
really impressed with your program. And you were just right there. I knew you were going
Right.
through some struggles, but you were right there. What I love is how did you get guys to come back, especially in this day and age of the college basketball landscape of let's be honest, it's pay to play. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not NIL, it's pay to play. And the
Yeah.
transfer portal is, someone in America just entered the transfer portal today, like just last second. I mean, it's so crazy. And you're seeing it now because you've gotten experience. They know you, they know the coaching staff, they know the university, they know their professors. Whether they go to school or not, it's another issue, but we won't go there. But like what was the message in the offseason last year?
Well, we knew Frankie would have a chance to leave, and we was well aware of it. And we went after Cam Thomas because we knew he would be a guy that people was going to come after. We thought we could keep him, but we couldn't. But we was okay because the nucleus of our team was coming back. Markel Sutton thought about it. We was able to talk him out of it, which was a great decision on his part.
Mhm,
Um, so our core group, man, with Markel, JJ, Tony Osborne, and
mhm,
Jay Sean Glover, those are our day one guys that we brought in from day one when we got the job here, and they've been with us now for 3 years. So that's made a huge difference.
mhm.
If we could have retained Frankie, we would have been really, really good early on, I think, because we had a go-to guy. We had to develop Markel in November and December to be that guy. And now he is that guy now that we can go to consistently every game. But he wasn't there early. He just wasn't there. He wasn't ready yet to take that on. But those core guys, man, they control our locker room. They control the hotel rooms. They control everything because they know what we want as a staff. And we're lucky to have them all four guys come back, to be honest with you. And that's been the key to our success. I'm just telling you right now, like in programs like this, in mid-major programs, you have to keep a core group of guys together
Mhm.
if you plan on winning. It's different at the high level. I know you can bring in 7, 8 transfers
Yeah.
and blend it together and hopefully get lucky and win. But at this level, you got to have some guys that know your program, that know the culture, and that understands what needs to happen every single day on and off the court.
Yeah. 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 But it's interesting because you look at the team and you're exactly right. You're exactly right. And what's interesting to me is how sweet is it that this has happened at your alma mater?
It's
Like
fun.
how like is it kind of like wow, would you have ever imagined this when you were there in the late 80s, early, 90s? Would you ever think it would have like you've had the largest crowd, over
Yeah,
4,400 people packed.
yeah.
The energy, I mean, is it kind of surreal to you as a former player?
Yes and no. Yes and no. I didn't know how long it was going to take us to get to this point, and I always had a plan. I always had a vision. Uh, our AD and I, we meet all the time. We talk about what we think could happen. We talk about the roster.
We
He's a
know you played
basketball.
golf. You backed out in this early last time. He's tying his shoelaces.
Hey, he's a basketball guy. He's a basketball guy, so he understands it. So
Yeah.
we talk all the time about the vision, the plan, what we thought it could be, if we got the right pieces, if we can get some right things in place. We thought, this could be a good year for us. If not, next year will be a good year for us. We targeted year 3 and year 4, and it's happening now. And now back in the late '80s, early '90s, when I would have thought I was coming back here to be a basketball coach. No way, no way. Never crossed my mind. Never
What were you
crossed
going
my
to be,
mind.
coach? What crossed your mind back then? What were you going to be in after you graduated?
Oh, I wasn't sure, man. I think I got my degree in criminal justice, and I was doing juvenile probation before I became a GA here. So, man, I had no idea. Somebody told me that I had to be a cop to go to the FBI academy. So I was going to go be a police officer for 3 or 4 years, and go try to, be a FBI agent. I had all kind of things running through my head, man. I'm telling you, I was all over the place. I had no idea. That's why I was easily talked into becoming a GA. Now 35 years later,
Yeah, making
now,
that big money as a GA.
oh man, I was poor. We was broke. We
Yeah.
was broke.
Yeah.
But
So I
no,
want.
no, it's been surreal
Yeah.
because I take so much pride in this school because
Mhm.
this school kind of made me who I am. I mean, they gave me a chance to come to school here and play football and play basketball, and I had a chance to be a GA. And there's so much pride in the city of Omaha. So much pride with UNO, and I want this community to celebrate us. I want to make this a program that everybody can be proud of. So we're building something, and we're right in a good spot right now, and we just got to keep it going and
Yeah.
keep getting more people involved, man. That's the key to this whole thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So talking about celebrations, you guys have kind of a unique little celebration after some games. I want you to kind of tell the origin story about how the wrestling kind of got put into the locker room, and what part of the season were you like, yeah, this could be our thing. As long as we keep playing hard and winning, let's keep doing it.
Well, Coach Brown started it, and no one was in the locker room but him. The Cal Poly game, he went in and he thought the guys had no energy and they was flat and there was no enthusiasm right before the game, and he ended up kicking the garbage can and kind of got some guys fired up, and I think he made the comment after we win the game, if this garbage can is still here, I'm gonna come back and kick his ass. And so after the game, we ended up winning the game, and he came back in the locker room, and the players kind of got him started, like, Coach, the garbage can is still here. So that's how it started, man. He started and he kicked the garbage can again. Everybody got fired up and he got excited, and now it's the legend of KB and the garbage can. Then he passed it on to our operations guy and to our player development guy, which is my son Josh, and then they brought the wrestling theme to it. And now, just last game, we had professional wrestlers in our locker room doing it, man. So this thing is
Yeah,
manifested into something.
right.
I'm not putting on no tights and doing anything either. So I want you to know that.
Oh no,
Yeah,
man. I don't know.
I can only imagine you before the season starting going to like alumni and boosters and being like, yeah, midway through the season, we're gonna get a guy named Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum in our locker room, and I'm just like, what? But how important is it to like find that as part of a culture? Just to like to be able to find such unique celebrate with each other as teammates.
It's been fun because the guys have kind of embraced it, and they're excited now after a win because they don't know what's getting ready to happen. No one knows but the person that's involved in the event. Like, I don't have no idea. They don't tell me anything. I'm in there looking like, okay, what's getting ready to happen here? I'm telling my trainer, hey, get ready, because we don't know what's going to happen. So, but it's been fun. It's been fun because we've gotten a lot of national attention,
Yeah.
and our logo has been on ESPN and Sports Center, and it's been all across the country, and people are starting to recognize it. And it helps when you win, that
Yeah.
just as much
Yeah.
as anything else. But it's been a fun because, as you guys know, this becomes serious business sometime, even at the mid-major level, and,
Mm-hmm.
and, and people stop having fun.
Mhm.
And I told Kine wanted to end it. I said, no, I don't know if we want to end it now,
Yeah.
Kine.
No. 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 No.
We might as well keep doing this until then our administration got behind it, and we had a big old popcorn
Yep.
promotion because of the trash cans. And I was saying, oh my God, this thing's not gonna stop. And I even had a plan. I said, we got to put the garbage can to sleep. And AD said, no, we can't put the garbage can to sleep yet.
You're going to be traveling with garbage cans to the conference tournament.
Yeah,
Um,
they're
I'm,
gonna remove them all out of the
right.
dispensary
Yeah.
They
center.
are.
I'm seeing like future NIL deals for some of these players with from like
There you
garbage cans,
go. I like the way
partnerships
you're
and stuff
thinking
like
right there.
that.
I
There we
like
go.
that.
More
There we
importantly,
go.
if any of the coaches got hurt, because I've seen some like stuff where it's like, oh God, man, that guy's going to hurt himself.
Mhm.
I tell you what, we the next day they've been pretty sore. There's been some soreness.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you have a really nice pedigree. You've coached at a lot of bigger programs under some legendary coaches. You also have a really nice coaching brotherhood. Like, I mean, who have you heard from? The past several weeks, past month, out of that kind of coaching brotherhood.
Well, I mean, I talk to Coach Kruger all the time. We probably text, if not talk once a week, and he kind of keep tabs on our team. I think he watches them. He's always sending a text about something. Uh, Coach Altman just texted me last night, and we'll talk randomly. But I mean, all my friends at the Power Five level, Colin Hartman, we talk once a week. He's at Florida, and Corey
Mhm.
Williams at Auburn. We talk to those guys all. I talk to those guys probably once a week, if not text 10 times a week. We just talk about basketball stuff, and they're happy for the success that we're having, and I'm happy for them the success that they're having, because I always call them and say, "How does it feel to be number one in the country? How does it feel to be, and I would give them a hard time. Crutch, you've been there before. You know what that's like. It's pressure."
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So, but I got a lot of friends in this business, a lot of people that that watch our program because of our friendships, and they're
Mhm.
just happy and excited that we're having some success in a place that has never happened before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about some of like the former players who kind of helped kind of build the foundation for this? We've followed Coach Stubbs throughout his career. I know he's a good
Hmm.
friend of yours, and his
Yep.
son's playing for
Yep.
you, and he's back at Oregon. I mean,
Yep.
has that alumni base and former players kind of come back and be like,
No,
I
no,
see.
just wait a second. All I want to know is who had better handles, you or Stubblefield in college?
Stubbs probably had better handles. He was definitely a driver. I was a shooter.
You were more of a
Uh,
tackler. You tackled better though, right?
yeah, but I could shoot it now. I could shoot it. That's all I could do. I couldn't bounce it. I couldn't do anything else but shoot and run.
Mhm. That's funny. Yeah. So, are you hearing from former players who kind of
Yeah, I
have
tell you
seen it?
what, we had a big alumni weekend last week.
Mhm.
Last game was alumni week, and we had a bunch of former players around, even guys back from the Division II era, and it was good to see all those guys. A lot of them have moved away, but some of them are still here in the city working. Even the guys that was in the program when I took the job here, they're still around. Matter of fact, Cal Lukey came up to our game up in Brookings in South Dakota. So they're around. I get random texts and emails saying how proud they are of what we're doing. Keep up the good work. Now we just need them to start making some donations.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, that's always the tricky thing when we talk to a lot of like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, do you have to win first to get the donations, or do you have to like get donations and then build the team and win? And I mean, you've put together half that piece of the puzzle already this year. So, LT, what do you think? Should we
Let's do it. Let's put him on the
move
spot. He needs
Yeah,
some
so
pressure
we
in
got
his
a
life.
thing called the shot clock. LT is going to fire off 5 quick little questions for you. Could be one word answers, could lead to a short story, but the platform's going to be yours. Let's get it, LT.
All right. There's more than 5 actually, but they're short, easy. One word to describe Omaha.
The university.
Yeah, everything. This is the
The
whole, yeah,
city, the university, which one?
both. Do both. How about both? Put you on the spot.
Classy.
Mhm. Like it.
For both of them. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Best coaching advice you were ever given.
Always put the players first.
Nice. That's a good one. I like that. So we asked you this when we did the show with Coach Hendo about officiating, and we won't go there because your comment still resonates in my ears. So who would you say gets called or fouls the most on your team? Yeah, who fouls the most on your team that's called in a game?
Oh, Isaac Olakonde.
Why would you say him?
He fouls more than anybody else. Is that what the question was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Is
does.
he right?
He
Is he
leads the
right?
team.
He leads the
Yeah,
team in
he
fouls.
leads him. So as one coach had told us, he doesn't play defense. Maybe.
No, he plays. He's just really aggressive. He's just a
Yeah.
big, strong guy. And he's really aggressive. And sometimes officials think the biggest, strongest guy has to be a foul, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But not
Yeah.
not necessarily.
Yeah. Shaq never got called for fouls. Who leads your conference in most called fouls? You guys are second, I might add.
If it's not Kansas City or Roberts, baby.
Nope. Denver, 22.5.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And they don't even have a coach.
You know what it is? Because they're a young team. They're playing a bunch of young guys.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Which officials would you say like this team the most that gets called the least? Which team in your conference? You'll be kind of surprised by this one. And it's not Coach Henderson, believe it or not.
The fouls that get called the least.
Yeah. Who gets
St. Thomas.
Wow. You're wrong. North Dakota State.
Whoa.
14.6.
I would have never thought that.
I know. That's you learned something today, Coach. All right, give me you've been, a very elite recruiter and what have you, been around for a long time. Give me your funniest recruiting story. What's the one that comes off the top of your head?
I got a bunch of them, man. I don't know if they're funny or not, but I think I made a mistake one time. I was in New Mexico State, and I was going to a game in it might have been Texas, but the time zone changes right there, West Texas, New Mexico, and I ended up being an hour late to a practice because I messed around, forgot about the time zone change. So that was embarrassing. Yet it was funny. I'm trying to think. Oh, I've gotten to games and drove 4 hours to a game, and kid rolls his ankle in warm up. I mean, those kind of things have happened over the years. Trying to think. I've hit deer. So has Coach Brown. He's hit some deer.
I was going to ask you, did you get any recruits? We know you got the deer, though.
Well, we landed a bunch of recruits now. We got a bunch of those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, we've heard it all. So what would your spirit animal be?
My spirit animal?
Yeah.
If there's an animal that best resembles your personality or your coaching style.
Ooh, that's interesting right there. Probably a kangaroo. I get excited sometimes and hop around, and sometimes I'm real docile.
There you go.
Where the hell that question come from, man? I'm telling you.
You know who else said they're a kangaroo was Coach Matt Driscoll.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was probably in our year and a half of doing this, and probably if we did this for 10 more years, he would be the probably one of the best yet strangest interviews. I mean, he was literally driving and he pumped gas during the interview.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It was wild. It was wild. I like the kangaroo answer though.
Yeah. All right. A couple more easy ones. What candle scent would you say you would be if they made a Coach Crutchfield candle scent? How would you smell?
I remember what Hindu said something, man. Something about some dang pine something last time we was on this deal. Probably some type of mahogany scent.
Okay.
A rich mahogany. I like that. I like that.
There you go.
All right, these last ones are really easy and they're real quick. What song best describes you? What would be your walkout song be?
In It to Win It. Charlie Wilson.
Like it.
That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. So Hollywood got a hold of your story, especially this year's team, and they want to do a Hollywood movie about you and I guess your life. Who would play you and what would the title be of the movie?
That's a good one.
So deep questions, LT.
I know. I love stumping Coach Crutch.
Wow.
You notice how none of his friends have been on the show? I see why now.
Let's think of a name of a movie, man. Okay. How about we'll call it Detour. And I think Denzel could do it. Morgan Freeman could play me.
There you go. There you go.
Detour.
Samuel L. Jackson, how about that? That's the one.
Okay.
And the movie would be called Detour.
I like it.
I love it. I mean, you know, and if they do a part 2, it could be called Plane, Trains, and Automobiles.
I've been on enough of them too.
Coach, you won nothing, you got nothing, but thanks for being a good sport. Sammy, finish them off, boss.
Yeah, Coach Crutch, we're going to turn it over to you last minute of this episode. If there's anything you want to share to the Maverick fans out there, you know, you got a big game this Saturday with Oral Roberts. I'm seeing a lot of stuff from the Maverick social media about pack the backs. You know, you've already had some record attendance. I think that could go up this Saturday, set a new record. But yeah, anything you want to share to the fans as you finish off the regular season and then go into conference tournament?
No doubt. I think really the whole city of Omaha, our fan base, our students, our alumni, I appreciate you guys' support throughout the whole season. We're not done yet. We got one game left, 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon in Baxter Arena. A chance to clinch outright conference title, regular season title, and we're going to need to pack the backs for sure. And let's double down and see if we can beat that last game attendance record. So I'm excited. And hopefully we can get a bunch of people in the building Saturday at 1 o'clock. And the weather is supposed to be great.
I've never heard anybody say the weather in Nebraska is going to be great at the end of February, but
that's my point. That's why I said that. It's going to, it will be March 1st, and it's going to be great.
Yeah. Well, Coach, you're going to stick with us for one more minute, but you know what, Coach, really appreciate. We're really excited for Mavericks basketball. Watch him in the conference tournament, and I know Coach likes to dance, so hopefully we see him dancing in the middle of March. But yeah, look at him go right there.
Let's get it. I like those moves. I
love it. So don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review, and follow the College Basketball Weekly, also on the Full Court Network. Got a lot of good stuff, and we'll probably even talk about the Mavericks again. But we'll see you back next week on the College Basketball Coaches Show, simply known as Full Court Press.